At a billionaire's private gala, crystal chandeliers sparkled above a room filled with the world's most powerful elites. Then, the doors opened, and a black woman walked in. She carried herself with quiet confidence, every step measured, her gaze sharp. But instead of respect, she was met with whispers, mocking laughter, and cruel smirks. They thought she didn't belong. At the center of the room, the billionaire family whispered among themselves, their arrogance dripping like poison. The patriarch, a smug older man in a pristine white suit, raised his glass with a smirk. Billionaire father, sneering. Who let the help in? This isn't the servant's entrance. The room chuckled. The billionaire's daughter, dressed in diamonds, leaned toward her friends with a cruel grin. Billionaire daughter, laughing. Look at her dress. Did she borrow it from a thrift store? The woman paused, her face calm, but her eyes cut through the noise like a blade. They thought she was beneath them. They thought she had no power. But arrogance blinds the rich hand tonight. It would cost them everything. With quiet grace, she walked past their laughter and sat at the table reserved for VIP investors. Gasps spread across the room. The billionaire's son leaned forward, his voice sharp with anger. Billionaire son, hissing. She can't sit there. That's 4 board members only. Without a word, she placed a leather folder on the polished table. Inside were contracts signed, sealed, undeniable. The family froze as reality hit them like a storm. Blackwoman.com but firm. Actually, I own 51% of the shares you're so desperate to save. And tonight, you need my signature for your $5 billion merger. The room fell silent. Guests stopped eating, all eyes fixed on her. The very woman they mocked was the only one with the power to save their empire. The billionaire father's smug mask cracked, his laugh nervous and hollow. Stumbling? Come now. It was only a joke. We were just playing. She locked eyes with him, her voice cold as steel. Black woman? Steady. Funny. I don't sign deals with people who laugh at my skin or my worth. She lifted the contract and tore it clean in half. The sound of ripping paper echoed louder than thunder in the silent ballroom. Gasps erupted. Glasses trembled. In one single motion, she destroyed their billion-dollar dream. The billionaire daughter's face drained of color. Billionaire daughter, desperate. Wait, please. You don't understand. Without this deal, we'll lose everything. The woman's reply was calm, but sharp enough to cut glass. Black woman, icy calm. Maybe now you'll understand what it feels like to be treated as if you're nothing. Headlines flashed across the screen. $5 billion deal collapses overnight. Billionaire empire faces bankruptcy. Investors pull out, banks freeze accounts. Their legacy crumbled within 24 hours. The empire they thought untouchable fell because of their arrogance. Meanwhile, the black woman walked out of the ballroom with unshaken grace. The crowd parted for her in silence, eyes filled with newfound respect. Her posture was steady, her presence undeniable. Outside, a sleek black limo waited. Cameras flashed, reporters shouted, but she remained calm, stepping in like royalty. As the door closed, her eyes looked out the window, calm, powerful, victorious. They mocked her for her skin. They underestimated her worth, but she proved the greatest wealth is dignity, and true power never needs their approval. If this moment made you proud, if you believe respect matters more than money, drop A in the comments. Because sometimes the richest revenge is walking away with your power intact.